All right, so my last video was revealing this setup here, building this and putting all the stuff out here and organizing it, finally getting back into the whole YouTube thing. And one thing that was definitely missing was a subwoofer, and that's what we're going to be putting in here today as a temporary subwoofer in today's video. And before I go into that, quickly a shout out to my second channel. Of course, everyone knows I have a second channel, but I'd really appreciate some extra support over there at the moment. The coronavirus, I don't have any work at all, so I'm purely relying on my YouTube income at the moment. My second channel's just got monetized in the last few months, so I'm gonna start putting out some car content. I've just got a new car, I'm gonna reveal it, talk about mods, etc, etc. So I'd really appreciate the support, but let's talk about the subwoofer for today's video. Now, this subwoofer has been in the family for a long time. This is before I even got into audio. We had this. It's a Wintel SW9000. Google it online, you'll find nothing about it. It's a 250 watt 12-inch subwoofer that, from my understanding, has had bad overheating issues throughout everyone's ownership, and it has for mine as well. The heatsink on the back of the amplifier, extremely hot. I played it in a video where I was powering my Dual 18s in the back of my Subaru Liberty. It overheated, went into protect mode, and they're only 4 ohm subwoofers. So regardless, what we're gonna do, let's get that subwoofer and we'll start setting it up in the room. So here we go here. This is the Wintel SW9000. It is a 12-inch subwoofer that has had the driver replaced with a cheap car subwoofer. Let's just pretend that doesn't exist. It's a front slot ported, big amp on the back, 250 watts. Now I'm probably gonna have to do a little bit of maintenance on this. There's only 4 stripped out screws holding the amp in. I might have to go and add some screws in case this leaks or rattles, etc. And also in today's video, I wanna position it in the most effective spot, whether that is possibly just here facing this way, or if it's over there, which you currently can't see, but on the left side of the room there in front of my computer, whichever one is going to give me the best results and balance for bass, both at my computer and on the couch, because I sort of want that balance because I do sit in both positions with that stereo playing. So again, everything in today's video is temporary. This subwoofer won't be staying forever. I do plan to build a box for the Ultimax 10 or maybe the HO12s or something. I'm still undecided. I want to do it for the the Ultimax 10, build it to the same size as the computer there, sit it there, perfect. But understandably though, everyone wants bigger subwoofers for me, and I can purely understand that because that's what my channel was based on. So if something like that does come up and an opportunity arises, I'll take it. But at the moment, again, no job because of the coronavirus. So I'm a little money poor and I don't really feel like spending it on Dual 18s, etc. I'm sure you guys can understand that, but we're gonna do the most with what we've got and hook this subwoofer up today to my amplifier, and we'll finally get some bass in this room. All right, so this here is the first location I'm going to try out in today's video. So this is obviously to the right side of my room in the corner with the subwoofer facing inwards. I've never actually had a subwoofer positioned like this permanently, so it'd be interesting to see how the bass response is on the couch right behind the camera. But I feel like because it's near the corner, it'll resonate in the corner and fill out the room. There's only one way to find out. It's plugged in. All I gotta do is run some RCA cables to the back of the receiver, then we'll see how she goes. So of course, with my luck, I can't find RCA cables. I think the longest RCA cables I have at the moment are actually the ones that are in my car for my car subwoofer. So I'm gonna have to go to the car and get those RCA cables. And 10 minutes later, here are the cables that I was chasing the whole time. They were in my car, they were behind panels, and I had to unclip a bunch of stuff to get them out. I don't know why I installed it like that, because I had a subwoofer in there, which was the Ultimax 10, and now it's not back in there. But don't forget, go to the second channel to see what the new car is. Let's plug these in and get this subwoofer kicking. I will also have to code my amplifier, because at the moment it doesn't think it has a subwoofer. Well, it doesn't, but it's gonna think it doesn't. You get what I mean. Let's plug this in. Go for the line inputs. And I wanna make sure this isn't too close to the window because it's going to kill my blinds when the blinds go down. So we'll grab this. Apologies for the view. Bring that around behind everything and into the back of the receiver. Bang, there we go. Heard a little bit of a noise from the subwoofer. And now we'll code my amplifier to understand that there is a sub installed. All right, so here is obviously my TV. We go over to here and we go to settings, speaker settings, and speaker connection. So currently I'm set up like this, and we're just gonna add a subwoofer. Simple as that. You see a little subwoofer pop up on the screen. Now the amp will think it has a subwoofer installed. So I will connect to music, and now I will play a song, which I will mute the audio for to make sure the subwoofer is now working. I also think it could possibly be set up very loud, so who knows. Okay, quick update. The subwoofer is turned down very low, so I will fix that. And once I've done that, I will return back with some sound. All right, so I have obviously moved the subwoofer to there, and I'm now using the Rode microphone on the camera instead of the external one. I don't know if this will sound better or not, but regardless, I've now moved the subwoofer to there instead of over there. 2 reasons. One, when I put my blinds down, the RCA cable was going to completely just hit it, and just, yep, it just wasn't gonna work. And the second, and probably realistically the most important reason, terrible phasing issues. The subwoofer had very limited bass at my seating position on the couch. It had very limited bass at my seating position at the computer. It had decent bass in the corner in the cupboard. And it had decent bass over here. Both of those spots I don't normally sit in because I don't like sitting in the cupboard. Regardless though, it's there now. So I've spaced that speaker there out just a little bit further, and now it's all even, it's symmetrical. There's just a gap here now between the computer, unfortunately, because that subwoofer is obviously wider than the computer is. Nonetheless though, I jumped on my No Copyright Sounds music playlist. Go check it a follow, I don't really mind. And I'm going to play the first generic, extremely hyped up song that has a bit of bass, and I'll just put the camera on the couch and give you a little sound demo of what the stereo in here now sounds like, so you guys can get an idea for yourself. Obviously, it's not going to display perfectly through YouTube, as everyone always says. You just can't replicate it, but it gives you an idea. So I'll play that. Be sure to check out the second channel, give it a listen, tell me what you think of this room, and give me ideas for future videos. I have plenty of time at the moment, so chuck some ideas down below and I'll be sure to film those. So there we have it. That is the improvements for today's video. I've now got a subwoofer in here, so of course if you like the video, chuck a like on it, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because there'll be plenty more content based on what you guys tell me, and I'll try to do anything you guys suggest that is possible to do. Check out my second channel. I'll be revealing my new car soon, and with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.